Wednesday's Loose Women Live. It's Colleen Nolan, Linda Robson, Janet Street Porter and Helly Brook.
Hello and welcome to your Wednesday's Loose Women. Coming up, as the government call on councils to crush the vans used to fly tip rubbish, do we need to get tougher on the illegal dumpers? Oh. The Prince and Princess of Wales have been seen looking very loved up during a visit to the Isle of Mull as they mark their 14th wedding anniversary. So how important is it to celebrate that special day? And... We're joined by the star of Dempsey and Makepeace, Michael Brandon. He'll be taking us back to the 80s, sharing stories from Hollywood and revealing his secret to long-lasting love with co-star and real-life wife, Glynis Barber. But first, Kelly, you're back, and I must say, a massive congratulations on completing the marathon. Also, it's taken its toll, hasn't it?
It really has, unfortunately. Well, halfway round, I tripped over and I said to my husband, I think I've just had a crack in my shoe. And he said, don't worry, you've only got 10 kilometres to go. He was lying, there was a lot more. But it turns out I've got a stress fracture on my right foot. So I managed to run it with a fractured foot. I don't know how. I think, do you know what?
That's just showing off, Kelly.
It was the most... I didn't know what to think. I've never run a marathon before. It was the most incredible day. Like, it was... The crowd just carried us through, and we had gorgeous weather. I mean, it was very hot. We hadn't trained in heat like that, so we couldn't breathe half of it. But it was just phenomenal. And we started out really early. Because it was such a warm day, my husband said, right, we've got to start at, like... As soon as that whistle blows, we've got to just go. And honestly, it was all the club runners that we've all, like, kind of finished it in, like, 3 hours 30. And it was like joining the M25. Like, we were just, like, trying to, like, find our place. But we got a good pace and we got through it.
But it was, I mean, amazing, well done, especially with a stress fracture. But it took its toll on a few people, didn't it? Like Joel Dommett, didn't he pass out?
Yes, I saw Joel at the start, and I think there was a few people like Harry Judd and Joel. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he passed out. They were all going for like a sub 3 hour marathon or something, and they've run it before, so they kind of were really quite competitive and really wanted to go. But I don't think anyone had trained in that heat, and it just, honestly, it just knocked us sideways. We weren't ready for it. There was no air to breathe, and I think that Joel, he doesn't even remember. I think from what I've seen on his socials, he just came round and he was like, where am I? But he finished it. He still did it in like 6 hours or something. Yeah. So it's just the best of humanity coming together. It really, really is.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. It's all strangers, you know, willing other strangers on. I think it's a lovely vibe. But would you do it again?
Do you know what? It's so funny because you're aching all over and then you get home and my husband is already showing... Apparently there's like the majors. So you've got obviously New York, Boston, London. There's like 6 others that you can run. And he's already wanting to sign up for another one.
Oh,
I'm like, let me recover from this one. But it's... Do you know what? It's such a lovely thing to do together. And he stayed with me the whole time. Like, my husband could have finished it in 4 hours. But he stayed with me the whole time, like giving me electrolytes. Look how much I'm crying. I couldn't believe... He got me over that finish line.
I think he'd get me over that.
I've got to keep up with him, Colleen. I've got to keep up with him.
I'm not surprised. I mean, fitness has become a real thing, hasn't it, all over social media, and it seems that it's not just about fitness, it's fitness challenges. Yeah. You know, people climbing mountains, people doing this, that and the other. And it's all the rage at the moment. And Ollie Murs has even gone global for his fitness transformation. And there he is, being discussed on The View yesterday over in America. And he credits his new fitness drive to turning 40 last year, saying he's in the best shape of his life. But has this obsession with fitness gone too far, Janet, do you think?
I think it has, because in my 20s and 30s, I was obsessed with fitness. I had a mini gym in my house. I saw a trainer came round. at least twice a week. I worked out every day. I had all the gadgets, the weights and everything, and I did it all. And then when I got into a very stressful job, I even started boxing. I'd go down to the gym and I'd box with a trainer, and I stuck the picture of the person I particularly hated on the punch bag and beat it. And, you know, it was great. And then I did, you know, fitness challenges, like I climbed Kilimanjaro to raise money for the Elton John AIDS Foundation, and with David Furnish and another friend. But the toll that it took on my body, plus I did TV series where I did extreme walking. I walked like 150 miles for a documentary series, 3 documentary series. So what's happened now is all my joints are messed up. And I don't think that people should be running on tarmac if they're over 40. I definitely don't, because that pounding on roads is so bad for your joints. And also lifting heavy weights is bad. Overextension of your arms is bad too. I've had fluid taken off most of my joints. So what I'd say to people is, yes, all these articles come out every day. And Kelly, I read them all. I read everyone that says how to stay fit at 40, 50, 60, 70. And then you've got people like Helen Mirren going on about, you know, embrace your older age and how she does weights and everything. And I think, get a grip. Get a grip. Set the bar at a low, achievable level. And, you know...
But Joe Wicks was saying that as we were running the marathon. He called it Jeffing. And he said, I know everyone's wanting to get, like, their PBs and go fast, but he said, enjoy it, soak up the atmosphere, walk, run,
Well, don't you think that's it, Linda? It's like it's exercise in moderation. You don't have to push yourself all of a sudden to run 26 miles.
No, but I was obsessed with doing the 10,000 steps a day. And then I found out you didn't have to do the steps. You could just sit and clap your hands.
Well, actually, Linda, I've got news for you, because it turned out that the 10,000 step goal was completely arbitrary. And then doctors have said in the last 2 years, 5,000 steps is more than enough. And in fact, 2,000 or 3,000 if you're over 50 or 60. The main thing that I say to people is keep moving. Keep moving. If you haven't got a dog's a good way to get you walking every day, but you need to walk for at least 20 minutes a day, not a dawdly walk, like a proper walk.
A proper walk.
Well, I have to join in on all your great adventures, but I cycled the Nile. I know you're laughing, but I actually did. I didn't mean to. I turned up as what I thought was a token celebrity to be at the start going, yeah, good luck, everyone. And at the end going, well done. And they went, when I got there, these lovely people went, we're so glad you're doing it with us. And wheeled this bike out. I ended up having to wear bubble wrap down my shorts.
You sure it was bubble wrap?
It was bubble wrap. It was bubble wrap because my bottom was cut. And I had to wear bubble wrap and say to everyone, I promise the noise is bubble wrap. Because they all honestly, it was the hardest thing I ever did. Yeah.
Did you how did you feel when you finished, though?
I felt really proud of myself, because I hadn't trained for it. It was 80 kilometres a day, and I hadn't trained for it, but I managed to do it. So I was proud of myself, but there was not one single... It was for the Alzheimer's Society, and I actually managed to do it, so I was proud of myself, but there wasn't one single moment where I thought, oh, I'm going to do that again. I thought, well done, now go home, get a grip. And a Mars bar. Anyway, still to come, do we need to get tougher on fly tippers, even going so far as to crushing their vans and sending them to prison? And have you ever cheated on your boss? Apparently, more and more people are taking on secret second jobs, but is there anything wrong with it? Well, we'll find out soon.